Hello everybody, welcome from InnoTrans 2024. We are going on with the next interview and I'm turning to you, Matteo
Hello.
Arena, and it's really nice to have you. And if you could just tell us briefly about your company and that what changed since 2010 and 2011 when your father first launched Arenaways.
Sure. Thanks for having us here, and it's nice to be at InnoTrans. Well, Arenaways is coming back in the market in the next less than 100 days, to be precise. We are starting on the 7th of January a PSO service. It's the very first time that a private operator is taking a PSO concession in Italy. So a lot of things have clearly changed since my father started the venture. We are entering into the market with great shareholders. Some of them are also exhibiting here at InnoTrans, like Generali Costruzioni Ferroviarie. So we are entering into the market the second time, strong as ever, but we keep the same philosophy of a few years ago, our concept of rail difference. So we really want to bring innovation and quality also on small quality lines, and even if they are short.
And what did you learn from your father as you were a kid when the company was launched and you were really closely watching everything?
Well, I've always been in the railway market. My first meeting was when I was 5 years old. He basically told me to sit in the corner and take notes, and it were the meetings that were about to launch what then it became DB Cargo Italia. And then with Arenaways, I was a teenager. I was going in every summer to see the coaches being built, and therefore I've learned a lot over the time. But there is a lot of things to learn. So I think it's great for me to have someone that really had the vision of creating a market when the market wasn't really open yet. He started in the 90s. He was basically a station manager. He decided to do the railway. There was not the fourth liberalization package, not the third, none at all. And he just decided, okay, let's see what we can do over here. And therefore, yes, a lot of knowledge and experience that he's still working with us. And therefore, it's good to have his know-how.
Yeah. And can you just briefly update us that which domestic so domestic regional lines under PSO contracts and national lines under open access are you launching, and if you have any future plans in the pipeline?
Of course. I mean, as I mentioned, we are starting on two very small but very important regional lines. These lines have been closed in Piemonte for the past 10 years. Therefore, we are reopening from scratch. The infrastructure manager, RFAE, now started the refurbishment of certain parts, the level crossing. So work is well underway for allowing our start. These lines as Cuneo Saluzzo Savigliano and a bit later Ceva Ormea. These routes have been open just for freight traffic or touristic trains. Now we are bringing back regional commuter services, but of course we also want to bring tourists on board. We want to export this concept to a lot of different regions, because a lot of lines, both in Piedmont and in other regions, are still closed. They were closed during the big financial crisis and the spending review period, and we want to reopen at convenient cost for collectivity, but also with quality in mind. For the intercities, we are working. We got the approvals from the regulatory body, the Transport Authority, back in March, and in the next months we will announce more of that.
Okay, and any plans for maybe international trains or sleeper trains or something like that?
Arenaways has always been against the tide, both of the incumbents and both of the market. We have always been promoting night trains as the future of the travel in Europe, and we believe that there is a huge market and potential in Italy as well. But we are now starting. Our focus is really on delivering what the next steps are, and who knows where we will enter. one thing is for certain, that we analyze all opportunities. We are really believing in the market, and we want to go everywhere with the exception of high speed. So where is a market, we will go.
Any message for the people of InnoTrans?
Well, definitely this time you have had time and probably you've heard about the unveiling of our livery, and hopefully the next InnoTrans there will be one of our trains as well with the livery in one scale.
Nice. Thanks very much for the interview.
Thank you very much to you.